different material. Right here, I'm just gonna have these up here so you can just see more of how I work, how I get into a workflow, and how I operate. Instead of just having everything pre-planned ahead of time, I'm just going to do like a lot of stuff live right here and teach you a number of good things that I have in mind here. So it being the holiday season, let's take a look at some things that you can do. Right here, of course, this is the JPEG version of this file. There's a lot of things you can do with Photoshop, obviously, but I'm going to start teaching you some of those cool things that I like to say are a little more consumer friendly, but it's great, for family, friends, holidays. So I'm going to teach you some things you can do there with Photoshop, and you don't have to have CS3 in most of these cases. So just watch as I go along here and do some of this stuff live. Going to teach you how to combine some different scrapbook elements. Somewhere on one of my crashed hard drives is the original PSD file, but in my digital scrapbook training I teach you how to do a lot of this, and most of you may not have that, so I'm just going to teach you some things here. So I'm also testing out a new video format size, so I hope that works out for you. Why don't we just start out by just taking a nice royalty-free image, and let's just start creating a holiday card. And there's several ways you can do this. You can take a family photo and create your own family postcard. So I'm just going to start moving here so you can start to get different ideas in how you can mix and match. Alright, so what I'm going to do is go to our type tool. I'm going to press DX on the keyboard. That will reset and exchange our background foreground color there. Right now, since we have light background, I'm going to use black as our text color here. I'm just going to type in something, happy holidays or something. Keyboard's at a weird angle there. Alright, so let's just go to our scrubby bar. Now I think it's Photoshop 7 where you actually have to go in and then move the slidey across, but here you can just use the scrubby bar, nice shortcut. And of course a great font collection is essential. This is pretty basic right here, but I like to scroll through and check out my different options. Of course we have our text preview on, and you can turn that on or off in the edit preferences. Let's see. Of course we're in the text tool right now, so if we go, then we can go down here and go to our preferences, and we can modify that option. But we can preview our text right here, so we can take a look at what some of these different fonts would look like. So you want to look for something that's in the spirit of things. If it's the holiday season, just look for a font that will complement what you have in mind. This is like a childish daddy daycare font or something. So let's find something a little more holiday-ish here. Let's see. You can get a lot of the message and feeling across just with the font alone. For example, Brooklyn Kid. It doesn't really synergize with his background necessarily, unless it was your intention. Okay, so let's see. You can make pretty much anything work, but ultimately you want to harmonize instead of having things not be in harmony with each other. So let me just find something here. This should do, and let's increase our font size. Okay, and of course with the move tool we can move this anywhere we want. And of course we have layer styles, which we can look at later. Now sometimes I just like getting a couple different options, so I'll just duplicate the layer, double click to highlight the text field, and then you can just use your arrow key once you're in there and just let's see here, scroll through the different options. Actually, this one's pretty good too, but you can just enter there, scroll through your different options, and get a fast preview. That's what I usually do. Alright, that's not bad either. Alright, so why don't we just go ahead and take a look at our layer styles, our one-hit wonders. And what you can do is just drag this out here in CS3. Okay, I've loaded our unique PS demo layer styles that you should have downloaded and have access to, and then we can just go ahead and click. Alright, some of these look like chocolate. You know, you get all kinds of different looks just by running through these. So find something that you like that works for you. And of course I teach you how to create your own layer styles as well, and it can be a lot of fun once you just start clicking away. Alright, yeah, a lot of these are pretty consumer friendly, so a lot of families would like them. Let's just go with that for now. Alright, let's see, what we can do is just drag this back over there, and it just fits back in there. Alright, so pretty basic. Let me teach you some other things here to put maybe a holiday card together. Alright, so let's bring that up and just hide that layer. Alright, there's, let's see, so many things you can do, so I'm just going to start doing several of them. We could immediately add, let's go have white as our foreground color. We can do a gradient fill layer, and it just helps balance out with the white, and then you can put, you know, other things down here, photos, holiday treats, jewelry, more typography. I like doing this quite a bit. Now what we can do is take this gradient fill layer and put it behind that, or we can press reverse and then we can get the nice white fill at either end right there. Let's see, sorry if these are bothering you. You know, maybe I should close them. So actually, let me just do one of each. Let me minimize that for now. Oh great, and there's even more stuff. There we go. Hide it for you. Alright, so what you can do is you can choose a different foreground color. Now in order to do this, let's go to an actual pixelated layer instead of a gradient fill, and then we can go to our color picker, and then we can just click the eyedrop on another image, and that'll pick that color. So that is now our foreground color. Alright, and then what we can do is do another gradient fill layer, and it will fill with that color. So we can do the same thing. I like using these two options. Alright, so we can hide our other one, and here we've got a simple purple gradient fill layer. Alright, and actually let's put this up here. If you want it to stand out more, we can just drag this layer on top there. Green would also be a nice option as well. So if we can I find a green around here somewhere, or maybe a nice holiday blue, we can just pick a different color right from something else, take that navy blue and do another gradient fill layer just to have more options. And let's move that up here. And there we have a nice gradient navy blue fill layer. And of course we can change the blend modes just to see how things will look. Just pressing the down arrow, scrolling through just to see what different color options we have as the light of these layers mix together. Okay. So it just gives you more ideas, more options. Now let's start bringing in these other stuff. How do I create these goodies? How do we do that? And then of course we'll do like a montage here, maybe a family portrait or something. How do I create these goodies? Well, I've got some folders prepped right now. Let me bring those up for you.